All right, here we go. We are super excited for you guys to be joining us for the next 45 days. It's been a while since we have done a Growth U program. And by show of hands, how many of you guys have been with us and have done a Growth U program? Any of them? All right, unmute yourself. Shout out which programs you've done.
Big picture.
Big picture.
Big picture, 4 colors, Transform You. I think another one.
Those
are the same ones I did.
Awesome. Those are our overachievers. So cool. All right. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Christine. Welcome, guys. Glad you're here. All right. So this one's going to be a little bit different. So I kind of want to just go over a couple housekeeping things. I'm going to let Tyler talk quick because he's actually with a group of people right now sneaking away. So Tyler, even if you want to go first, I can do the housekeeping stuff after you welcome everyone if you'd like.
Sure. Sorry for my outside here, but I kind of forgot we had the walking call, so I apologize. But I just want to take a minute to kind of welcome everybody, tell you what to expect, and give you an idea of how you can get the most out of what we're about to do. And we're really, really excited about this program because I think it's like the most value-packed thing we've done as far as this goes. And the more reading I've done and more like hanging out with top income earners in network marketing, the more I realize like this is almost the only thing that matters. Like you can get the social media strategies, you can learn the scripts, you can do all this stuff, but really the only thing that really matters is growing your mindset. And I'm reading a book right now called How to Build Network Marketing Leaders. I know most of you guys are business builders and Isogenics, and it talks about the only thing that you need to focus on is building people's financial blueprint and their mindset, because you can only go as far as your financial blueprint allows you to. And that was kind of a wake up call for me because I'm still making about the same as I was as a civil engineer. And I'm like, okay, if I want to go beyond that, I got to work on my mindset. So I'm really excited for this personally. And I think a lot of us deal with the same thing. Like we have to give ourselves this glass ceiling, and we self-sabotage by not going to the meeting or not doing the calls because we're at that level that we think we're worthy of. And this program is going to help you guys go beyond that. But on top of that, on top of the mindset part, which is so important, we have some tangible stuff that you guys can put to work as well. And that's what we're really excited about with the credit course from Jeff Seckinger. So Jeff's a buddy of mine, and I've watched him help thousands of people, improve their credit score, hack travel rewards, get out of debt, leverage debt for good reasons, and just do so many amazing things with credit in a day and age where credit is everything.
Uh-oh, we're losing you, Ty. Can you guys hear me okay? All right, so it's just Tyler. All right, we'll see if he comes back here. For those of you, a couple of you were at our Super Saturday, and we actually got to meet Jeff, and Tyler met Jeff before this big program. It might have been in process when Tyler met him, and he took his Instagram following from a few hundred to I think he's up to 50,000 Instagram followers. There's Tyler. So
did I get booted or what happened?
Yeah, you just froze. You froze.
Was I good talking up until I froze?
Until you froze, you were good. Yep.
All right, where'd you lose me?
I just kind of took over talking a little bit more about Jeff. You were talking about you've seen him help people, thousands of people increase their credit scores. I think you were going to go on to a couple of the other things, the travel hacks for people that love to travel.
Yeah, I'm just saying, no matter where you're at in your journey, whether you're someone who is crawling out of a hole of debt, or you just want to raise your credit score, or maybe you have another business where you need maybe a loan to expand or grow, no matter really where you're at, whether you're already well off or you're just beginning your journey like me, he has immense value to educate people on how to leverage good debt and use credit in a positive way and stay out of bad debt. And, all debt's not a bad thing, and credit's not a bad thing, but it can be very dangerous if we use it wrong. And he just has some really, really cool stuff. So I'm really excited to take that course myself, and really excited to grow my mindset. And I'm really excited for all you guys to see where you're at, financially a year from now, because of the knowledge you're about to get in the next 45 days. I think it's going to help you take your business to the next level, take your personal finances to the next level, and just live a better life. Because when it comes down to it, money is just an object, but it's an object that can give you so much more options and choices in your life. And we want everybody to have abundance when it comes to finances. And I think this program can allow us to do that in just a multitude of ways. So excited. And thank you guys for joining us for this next 45 days.
Okay. And Tyler, one more question before you hop off. We're providing with everyone's emails, and then he will be contacting everyone via email with how to access his credit course, correct?
Yeah. So you'll get an email with whatever instructions he has in order to register. Register for free, obviously, since you already paid for his course. He's just giving it to us as a bundle. And that course is at your own pace. So those of you that have done Growth U before, it's like a daily program. We want you to get this credit course done in the next 45 days if you can, because we're going to be talking about that stuff as well. He's going to do one of our weekly calls, and we want you to get it done, but it's not something you have to log into every day. And it's not going to be as much content as the Growth U course. It's something you can do at your own pace, but it's something you should be able to get done relatively soon in the next 45 days. Shouldn't take you months and months. But yeah, he'll get you all the information you need on that. And I'm sure we'll revisit the topic on our next call if there's any questions on how to get going.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay,
cool.
Guys. So I know we have a couple people actually new to Growth U. I know how many besides Maria and Brandon will this be your first program? Anyone? Oh, you guys, the rest of you have all done something with us. Okay, so for you, Maria and Brandon, what you guys will be doing, you'll get an email every day reminding you to go in. You're going to log in to your Growth U program. And for those of you that have done this before, my best suggestion, and you've done it enough, you probably know this for yourself, kind of pick the same time each day. Like, I love to do my work first thing in the morning. I'm great in the morning, but boy, come 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, I'm done. I can't think. I don't want to journal. I'm done. So I operate best in the morning, and I try to do it about the same time each day. If you guys, I know several of you work full-time jobs. If you have too much going on in the morning and you can't even think about it until you get home from work, that's fine. Just try to pick a time of the day each day for the Growth U segment of it. It'll take anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes to go through that. It's daily, a daily thing. You're going to log into the Growth U site, and you'll get a reminder email each day. So if you forget, you'll get an email, and then you can click on it and go right into your account. But now you have your own Growth U account. One of the things I love that they also offer in there, and you can, if you haven't done it yet, they have a daily growth program that you get for free, and every day something great is sent to you via email. So one of those days you just wake up and you're having a heck of a hard day, and you get the most perfect message, and it just really helps set the tone for a day. So that's in there as well. And then as you take more and more programs, you'll see when you go under in the top right hand corner, when you go under my programs, you'll see, and I'll actually share my screen with you just so you guys can see this. All right, so when you log in, everyone's is going to look very, very different, but it's the Growth U page, and you'll go under my programs, and your program, your wealth mindset program will show up right here. Okay, so you can see here, I already did it as a pre-launch program, and these are all the programs I've done. So I've done almost every one that we have. But that's where you'll find it, and you'll just click on the program, you'll enter the program, and then it will show the day that you're working on. And then you can always go back and look at your yesterday's shares, or if you want to make any changes, you can do that. But you'll do that each day. And then you're going to get, in the next couple of days, access to Jeff's program. And what's cool about that, some of you may not have any credit issue at all. So that might not be a portion of Jeff's program you're excited about. Some of you want to hear about how the heck does he save so much money on credit cards and get so many perks by using credit cards. Because, I don't know about you guys, I have a business Southwest Visa card that I use for Isagenix. I charge every business expense I have on that. I get to travel for free. Most often when I go to a conference, I at least have one ticket for free. So he's going to teach us way more than that. I mean, I'm not an expert, so I can't teach you all kinds of travel hacks. That's like all I've got. Sorry, but you'll get a lot more from him. And then the other thing he does is he has access to all the lounges when he goes to, when he travels in the airport. So most of us sit at the gate and wait, and we pull out our computer or cell phone and we try to kill our time there. Well, he's going to teach us how we can, upgrade everything. So some of you might be more interested in that. So you can go right there. So that's the cool thing I think you'll love about his program is you can take what you really want. I would suggest go through it, go through everything. Even if credit isn't an issue for you, you might pick up on some things that maybe can help one of your team members that's struggling with credit. So you're going to love that part of it, and it's going to be awesome. And there's no big rush or time constraint on you. 45 days is a long time. I would say if you guys could set aside 30 minutes total each day for all of this, you'll be fine. 15 to 30 minutes each day will be fine. And for those of you that work during the week, maybe you need to do a little more catch up on the weekend. So maybe Jeff's program, you catch up more on the weekend, and then the Growth U thing you stay up with on a day-to-day basis. Does that make sense to everyone? Any questions? Okay. And then the other thing that's going to be different for those of you that have done our weekly calls, usually our weekly calls consist of, we'll talk about what you learned over the week, and we really have them be very interactive and have you guys share. And we will have some calls where we want you guys to share, ask questions, let us know what you're learning, what great nuggets you've taken away. We'll have a couple of those calls, but we also have some really great calls we're excited about. So we've marketed and advertised Sandy Botkin from TaxSpot. So I've been using TaxSpot now, I think for about 5 years, and it is so cool. And I don't even use it to its full capacity. My son does. He does everything from here. So he literally, if he has a business expense, he takes a picture of it and it loads right into TaxSpot. So he doesn't even have to automatically manually put in his receipts. Scott still plugs it in manually because that's what I did, and we haven't taken it up a notch yet and upped our tech, but it's no more expensive to do that. And how quick and easy, then you don't have to have all the paper. So he is the creator of this program. He's written 2 books on it. He just updated his book. He's amazing. I heard of him and I started working with TaxSpot from a call that I did with Susan Sly, a course I did with her called Organize Your Life several years ago. I mean, we're talking probably 2013, I took that class. And so that's how I heard of him. That's how I bought his program, which is not that expensive. And we've been using it ever since, which really helps. So we're going to learn how to save money on taxes, which that's something that as you guys start creating a bigger and bigger income for yourselves, it's something you really want to stay on top of. When I started with Isagenix, I was not prepared to make as much money as I did. And the first year that we got our bills, I was like, oh my gosh, I was not prepared for that. First and last time it ever happened to me. But, we want you guys to never have something like that happen, that as you create more and more wealth and income for your families, that you'll be ready, you'll be prepared, and you'll also be able to save as much as possible on taxes and, really do things right, of course, but really take advantage of every tax credit that you possibly have. So that's another piece of it that we're really excited to share with you as well. And then we're going to have some more guest speakers on our calls for you. And we're going to do the calls every Sunday evening. We tell you to allot an hour. Most of them will be about 30 minutes. But now the night that we have Sandy Botkin, we are going to tell you, grab a protein shake and be ready to camp out with your notebook. He wanted an hour for training and then 15 to 20 minutes for Q&A because he wants to make sure all of your questions are answered. So that night, and I think we do have a date for that one. Scott, do you remember? April 7th is the night that you do not want to miss. Now, every call will be recorded. So if for some reason something does come up and you miss a call, please know we'll record it and I'll share the recordings in the Facebook group for you. But what I'd love for you to get in the habit of is Sunday night for 30 to 60 minutes, come prepared. If you can, be on camera so we can see you. Be engaged in the group. Make sure you have a pen and pencil. Make sure you ask questions. We've got the live chat box. If you guys look at the bottom of your screen, there's a chat box. You can write whatever you want. Ask your questions there. And that's a great way to communicate. So like with the night that Sandy Botkin's on, you could start typing your questions in as you think of them during his presentation. And then when he's done, we'll make sure we get all of your questions answered. All right, so what I'd like to do, I don't know, Susan, are you able to unmute? Let's see here. I'd love Susan to share with you if she can.
Yes, here I am.
Hey.
Sorry, I'm driving.
Can you share? I'd love for you to share, anything that you're excited about, anything you'd like to share with the group.
Well, I am super excited about the Growth U programs, and that's why I got involved with Growth U to begin with, because when I realized that mindset was not just one thing, it was everything, then it really opened doors for me. So this program, so all the other programs, of course, I've loved and been super excited about. And this one, I'm super excited, not just for the Growth U part, but just for the whole hands-on part that Jeff is offering. So I'm actually doing that course myself for the first time. So I'm excited about that. You know, when you do this business and you travel, etc., as much as we do, like, I want to know how to save some money there. And, you know, I use my credit card for all sorts of things, but for me, I'm, you know, it takes me a while to earn a free flight. And so I just want to kind of figure all that out. And, you know, I've just been following Jeff on Instagram, and I'm excited about that part.
Yeah.
So this whole thing is really kind of cool.
Great, great. And so if are you guys all registered now for your Growth U program? You all got your codes, logged in, got registered, you're starting tomorrow? Does anyone have any questions about that? Okay. All right, so then what the next step will be tomorrow, whatever time of day you're logging in, log in and do your Growth U work. Like I said, first day, sometimes they show a video. I can't remember. We've done this. We did this program like 2 months ago. So we're going to have access to it again and do this along with you as well. But we've never done Jeff's program. So we're going to be doing it, you know, with your fresh eyes. So we're kind of excited to be doing it alongside of you, not ahead of you. So we'll all log in tomorrow. We'll do the Growth U work. And then over the next couple of days, you'll be getting your email from Jeff. So be looking for that with details on how to access his program. And let me just ask this one thing. Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't like get that program and think, oh, I got to get through that whole thing right away. We want you to really absorb it. Start where you're most interested, do piece by piece, and don't get overwhelmed by it because there is no time constraint on that. The Growth U program, you have 45 days, and then you get 10 days to complete it if you forget a day or you're late on a day or something like that. So you've got 55 days for that. So that one is a little more time strict, but the other one you're going to be able to go at your own pace. So if you guys have questions between now and next Sunday, just let us know. We will be adding a few more people in here. So that's why I definitely wanted to record this call as our stragglers start coming in here. But if you have anyone else that wants to join us, it's not too late. They, you know, even if they miss tomorrow's deadline of the day one, we can always, you know, get them caught up. So that's not a problem. But we're excited to see you guys next week. Does anyone have any clarifying questions or comments or anything you want to share before we close? Anyone excited about it? No one wants to talk. Hey, Ken, of course you're excited. And guys, those of you with spouses, they can do this program with you. That's the cool thing. You only had to pay one time, but if your spouse is interested in this, you know, only one of you can journal in the Growth U part, but doing it together is still really cool. You can decide your answers together, whatever you want. But like Scott's going to be doing this with me because he's the one that is more interested in all the financial stuff than I am anyway. So he's going to be doing this with me. So please feel free to, you know, let your spouse in. They can join us on these calls if they have questions. You know, we want them to be part of it if they're interested. So that's awesome. Okay, guys, so this is a quick introductory call. We just wanted to kind of do housekeeping, make sure you were all set. Have a great first week. And if you have any questions along the ways, just reach out and let us know, okay? All right, I'm going to unmute the line so everybody can say goodbye. All right, there you are. I felt like I'm talking to myself.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, thank
Bye.
you.
Bye,
guys.
Thank you.
See you guys. Bye.
Bye, Scott.
Bye.